we know that everything we want is already inside of us. We are that. It's been with us the whole time. Through all of our experience, our thoughts, our emotions. It's been there, but we've just been clouded. We just haven't been able to see it. And we know this. We know this instinctively, that even when we do ignore this, even when we do run away from this, that there is something more, something so much more, but it's so simple at the same time. That when we run away from this, we know it's always been there. And that's the tension, is just, it's the end of resistance, letting go into that. It's all an act of letting go and being okay with that and not knowing, and being able to be in that space of presence that isn't operating from the mind. And it's not that we're bypassing or running away from these experiences. It's actually that we can, there's nuts, I think there's birds throwing seeds on me as I speak. See, even they're agreeing with this. And that's the thing as well, it's not a, well, this is right and everything else is wrong. It's going beyond that, and, well, there is a deeper essence to all of us that's connected. And we can fall into that and also experience this beautiful human experience at the same time, which is a combination of different expressions and opinions, and that's fine. And then we can show up in the world through that essence and actually do something. We don't just stare at walls all day and the ceiling. And the mind will always make out, it always wants to stay safe, and it's locked in fear, but we don't actually realize it's locked in fear of wanting to feel like it's in control, which is the illusion. And, oh, well, if I do this differently, what will they think of me? What will happen? And it makes all these stories. But then as soon as we do get a glimpse, we know, we feel it. And there's a spaciousness to it, because we're dropping out of the mind and we're moving into being. And there's freedom in that. It's a lack of seriousness to it and tension and tightness. It's just energetic and whole, and it doesn't need to be also explained. So that's what I'm doing now, is I'm sharing, I guess. There's an energetic sharing happening, but it can't be spoken about. It's something that can't actually be, it's impossible to describe, but it's so simple. Because it's transparent. We know it's a space of awareness that, okay, there's something else just to these thoughts. And then the mind will come back in and go, oh, it'll want to take it seriously. Like, what do you mean? You've got to take me seriously, or everything's going to fall apart if I follow through with this. And no, this is woo-woo craziness. And yeah, it will make as many stories as it can. That's what the mind and ego does. So it's having just the trust and confidence in yourself to allow this. And it doesn't mean that everyone, what I'm saying here, doesn't mean that that this works for everyone. It doesn't, because we all operate from our own unique perspectives and as unique people. So one thing will seem like complete batshit to someone, and then it will really work for another person. And that's what's so difficult about speaking about this, and especially non-dual matters, is that everything it's all divided. Think of every not just every religion, but every sport, we categorize everything into labels, and it has to be divided. And then there's conflict around it. Or, well, then this one's wrong, this one's right. But it has to be divided for it to be something. Because if it wasn't divided into all these, what appears like separateness, then it couldn't be anything. It couldn't be perceived as something. It'd be impossible. So just always, come back to allowing yourself. Allowing so important. That's been such a big, I've felt that word a lot recently. Just allowing what's happening to unfold, and not fighting it, not resisting. And there'll always be challenges. It's like, even when we do deepen, we do have a deepening, life will throw challenges at us. It'll be like, the other day I got a big parking fine, and your car's almost getting towed, and we think that, now I'm in a good groove and flow, and then like something will come along, it'll put something in our way, it'll put something there as a challenge. And that's the thing, is having that perspective, knowing that there's this state of being in the background. That's the liberation, because then it's not as difficult. It doesn't pull us in. It doesn't suck us in as much when these really, challenging things happen. And it's a challenging thing to follow, because we don't want to, because we look at everything that's uncomfortable in our experience, and we're bringing awareness to all of our feelings. So it can feel uncomfortable, but the more we do, the more we can gradually work through that and lessen the seriousness and impact of that, and find more joy just in every moment, which is all there ever is, because it only can ever be now. And we'll create stories that, I need the house, I need 5 more years of practice, or the uni degree in the future moment. But the future moment doesn't actually exist. How does it actually exist? Because when we imagine the future, we only imagine it right now, because it only ever is now. And it's like, how can we ever arrive at the future? Because when we do, it's only ever now. There's no explorer that's ever gone, here's the future. Here it is, I found it. And same with the past. And I guess the past, in some way, is memories that can, they manifest, they stay in, but then we store that in the body. We store unpleasant feelings in the body. And that's where a lot of this is also body work. We store so much emotion in our body. So it's just coming back to, who are we really? Being honest, being real with ourselves. Who are we really right now? And allowing ourselves to feel. And then we can move into more of who we more are at our core, at our essence, and also honor the person that we show up as. And then that can flourish even more, because then it's not tainted by the mind constantly. And it takes away some seriousness from it. And that's the thing, is you don't take any of this, what I'm saying, seriously. Take it how you will, and really find what works for you.